Good afternoon and welcome to East Brunswick High School as EBTV presents East Brunswick High School Bears athletics action. Today, boys volleyball against Christian Brothers Academy. Good afternoon, I'm Ken Saroka along with Tiffany Aciz. And Tiffany, we got a match here between a 4-1 Bears team and a 5-2 Christian Brothers team, but it really doesn't seem like it's going to be a fair match, is it?
No, I feel that the Bears are very strong right now. They have some great senior leadership and juniors as well that are really stepping up to play.
This is a smaller team, though. This is not the big, tall timbers up front as we're used to. How do you make up for that?
Well, we have a very athletic team. They know volleyball very well, and our juniors, even though they're younger, they're very experienced.
Coach Rudd mentioned to us that they were having some problems out on the floor communicating, positioning themselves defensively. Is that just early season jitters here, or is that something that really is something that has to be worked on?
Well, that's something that I feel a lot of teams have to work on throughout the year. It's hard for them to get a momentum in the beginning, but through experience with playing with each other, they create more comfort and they start talking a lot more on the court.
East Brunswick's lone loss this season came to St. Joe's. The GMC matchups here and against good opponents like St. Joe's. Might this be a game that the East Brunswick Bears look a little bit past? Tomorrow they play J.P. Stevens here.
Well, I feel they shouldn't look past anybody. They take it one game at a time. St. Joe's, a rough team, but they take that loss, they step up and move on from that. And so they play them today, and then they have J.P. Stevens tomorrow, and it's always a game to look at.
Okay, we have an intra-conference matchup here between the Greater Middlesex Conference and the Shore Conference here. Christian Brothers Academy against the EB Bears. We'll be back with the action after this. And we are back here at East Brunswick High School. Bears 4-1 going against the Christian Brothers Academy Colts 5-2. And the Bears will serve. Dmitry Esterov will serve for East Brunswick. Tiffany, can you explain the scoring? I know that changed a few years back from the traditional ways that I remember volleyball scoring.
Yeah, in the first couple of volleyball games back then, it was to 15 points, score only on a serve. Now we score rally scoring. That means you could score at any time. So here Dmitry is, good serve.
And that was in, so point for Christian Brothers.
Exactly. So here now they get the serve and the point. Otherwise, other volleyball games before, they would have just gotten the serve.
Best of three.
Felix with a good back row hit.
Lift. Point East Brunswick. We'll set the lineup for both sides. We'll start with the Christian Brothers Academy team. Tom Celiano, 25. Brendan Corley, 11. John Dykeman, 23. Rob Dykeman, younger brother, I assume, number 4. Steve Santangelo, number 22. And Dennis Sherwood, number 12. Point East Brunswick. Now, I see Elan Gitlin there wearing a different color jersey, Bears 77 there. Why is that?
Well, Elan is what we call the libero. This is a new position. It's a defensive specialist in the back row. They come in and play back row only. Here they are the person who wants to pass every ball, serve, receive every ball, and they're usually the best passer on the team. They don't have to make official substitutions, and that's why they wear the different colored jersey.
To our score.
Nice block by number 15, Mike Wagenblast.
Substitutions now for the Bears. 16, Dan Corton, and 33, John McLaughlin coming in. Again, we're going to see a lot of situational substitutions here. Corton with the serve, did not get it in.
Float just a little bit long. Now here, Elan comes back in. Being a defensive player, he comes in for the other weaker passers.
3-3.
Kill by Travis Hellman. He's leading the team with attacks at 32, so that's his third kill of the season.
Heilman 13, along Gitlin 77, Eric Corpus number 9, and as we said, Dan Corton came back out when Gitlin came in. Esterov, McLaughlin with strong. And again, the size. Well, at least in this match, doesn't seem to be it doesn't seem to be a problem here, matching up size-wise. Now, vertical, the ability of EB to go vertical. Oop.
Yes, it seems that they're jumping up and being more aggressive at the net.
Out, not touched, not deflected. 5-3, 6-3 now, East Brunswick. Into the net, jump serve there. Heilman a little upset. Breaks the momentum, 6-4, East Brunswick.
Jake with just a wide shot.
Jake Dombrowski, number 3. The net, I think, carried that one further wide than it was heading.
Back row attack by Travis lands in.
Substitution here as Dombrowski comes out. Kyle Barry checks in. Felix Boyland will check in. Corpus will go out. Long Gitlin could not get that up any higher, and Dmitry Esterov unsuccessful in picking it up off. Yeah. Substitution here for Christian Brothers as Rob Dykeman comes back into the game. We have some little question about the substitutions here.
Referee timeout.
Oh. Well, actually, I think it's a scoring. The scoreboard went out, I guess, and now they fix it. Now 7-6 our score as East Brunswick 7-6. There we go. Lift. 7-7.
And kill by Felix, number 11. Assist from Dimitri, number 18.
We have Wagon Blast coming back into the game.
Good hustle by EB.
Felix Boyland again. Felix, the very versatile. He was one of our contestants in this year's Mr. EBHS pageant. Nine, 7. A little. Positioning Coach Rutz. You couldn't see that off camera. He was standing down at the very end of the bench, behind the plane of the bench, but not behind it directly.
Yes, the coaches are supposed to be in a boxed area.
4 hits. Elon Gitlin checks back in for McLaughlin. 9-8 our score. Neither side able to generate their momentum. That one just floated in. When we talked about at the beginning, communication seems to be a problem here. That was kind of in between areas. Tied at 9. Deflected. So the only consistent factor right now seems to be Felix Boyland here for the Bears.
He's the only one that's really attacking the ball and swinging away.
That was deflected at the net, so Bears had to pick that one up. Could not. 10-10.
Tom Siliano, number 25 for CBA, back to serve. And it seems that they ran a 32 there, where number 13 didn't go outside for a ball, but came sort of in between the middle and the outside. It's a good short ball that usually speeds up the offense.
Out. Just wide of the corner. Eric Corpus checks in. Felix Boylan checks out. And Dennis Sherwood comes in for Rob Dykeman for CBA.
Oh, and the quick one ball was deflected and blocked by CBA.
CBA takes the lead, 12-11. Dombrowski comes up strong. Horton and McLaughlin will check in.
Float serve, and CBA has trouble with it.
And we'll have a timeout with the Bears now up 13-12. We have Coach Greg Rutz mic'd up. Let's listen in.
You have a lot of unforced errors and a lot of balls we're not getting to. It's junk, okay? Blockers, you got to go up late. They're throwing a high ball. Opposite wants to swing hard cross. We need to make sure that we're into that slot, short and shallow against them, okay? That middle's going to want to come here, so step up and play them there. Okay, play each player. They're all very consistent about where they want to go. Step in, fill your spot, do your job. All right, let's finish this. Let's go right now. Let's go, Bears. Come on. Bears on three. 1, 2, 3, Bears.
Quick, to the point.
Sometimes opponents take the timeout to try and freeze the server, so then they're out of their momentum and miss the serve coming back in off a timeout. Corton doesn't seem to have a problem with it.
Oh, they accidentally ran the clock there during the timeout that buzzed. Tied at 13. Brendan Corley. That was a wasted opportunity there. And it comes back to bite the Bears.
John McLaughlin seemed that he wasn't penetrating over the net enough, and it came down on the same side. And Travis Hellman with another kill.
Seems like when the Bears can work the ball some distance passing across, that they can open up space.
Well, it's really passing is the key. If they give a good pass to the setter, it seems that they can attack and kill any ball. (15-14) Bears. Neither side will able to pull off any kind of momentum beyond maybe 1 or 2 points. Estroff had a kind of a knuckleball there, spinning ball, and it looks like that's what kind of handcuffed him as he put it into the net. Change of pace there by Dombrowski. Now, what do they call that? That looked more like a dunk shot than your typical. It's more like a powerful tip. When they're very close to the net, they could sort of push the ball down as long as they don't come from underneath the ball.
Okay. Esterov saves it. And right back to him. Up into the rafters. Didn't hit anything.
And no touch there for EB.
17-15.
Kyle Barry with a float. Jump serve. Gives the EB an ace and a point.
Miscommunication on the front line there. 18-15. Blocked, but landing out of bounds.
There, all they have to do is sort of readjust their hands and angle them into the court, and they'd be more successful.
(19-16). Corton wagon blast check in along Gitlin. And oh, Corton doesn't check in. Okay, well, wagon blast does. 15.
John McLaughlin with an ace.
Steve Santangelo looking like, what? Where was everybody? All right, 20-17. Again, neither side really able to string together a long run. Bears do open up a 3-point lead, 20-17. Again, we have a net violation.
A successful tip right there, using the blocker to push the ball off their hands.
Floating knuckleball serve there by Esterov.
Esterov is leading the team in service aces for the season.
22-18. 22-18 Bears. First of our best of 3 contest.
And CBA runs a successful slide to the back. And we have number 13, Travis, underneath the net. Point for CBA.
22-20. Miscommunication there.
And EB doesn't seem to be reading the tip or watching the hitter's hand. Good follow by Alon to the line, making sure the ball was out before it was actually called out.
Tom Celiano serve out. 23-21. Timeout called by CBA. Let's listen to Coach Rutz.
Pulling right down the middle.
Right now,
okay?
2 points.
Put a serve right down the middle. All right?
Just get in, guys.
Gentlemen, look. What? No, move in a little bit. Put a good ball in. Play just right shoulder, left shoulder, one of the passes, make them move. Okay? Keep it simple. Gentlemen, 1 point at a time. All right? The only thing they have going right now is they're a lot more energetic about what they want to do right now, and we're just going through the motions. Okay? You need to give me 1 point at a time. Don't worry about winning it. Give me 1 point at a time. Let's go. Let's go. Play tough.
Bears on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Coach Rutz giving some good advice, taking it 1 point at a time, gaining back momentum of the game. Maybe they could pull away here and end strong. And a shoot set from CBA.
Now, what was he mentioning there about right shoulder, left shoulder, get him to move? Or?
Well, I think that he was talking about positioning of their own bodies with right and left shoulder, but also moving around the hitter. Good pass. And killed by number 13, Travis.
Dan Corton checks in along with McLaughlin. Alon Gitlin will come out along with Wagenblast. Corton will serve 24-22. Serve for the game here. So I'm concerned about the scoring at the table.
And it is game point. Just long.
24-23. Now their defense there, as we conclude the first game, 25-23, the Bears, they only had one on the back line, one back there. Everyone else was crowded in front. Is that normal positioning, or were they just out of position?
It seems like the middle back is control of the whole middle back, meaning they have to play end line to end line. That's a very familiar defense for this league, but with hitters like Travis, it's very hard to defend.
Teams will switch sides, including the benches. Again, East Brunswick will be hosting J.P. Stevens tomorrow in a GMC matchup. The expectations, I guess here, the expectations are just so high with all those state championship banners flying here.
Yes, this is being considered a volleyball school now, and it's something that they have to live up to. A lot is expected of them, and I think they expect a lot from themselves.
East Brunswick wins the state championships in 1999, 2000, 2001, 2003, 2004. It's unusual, but some of those championships, I remember particularly in 2003, being senior class advisor as it was in 2003, that match, that finals was held the night of the senior prom. And a lot of people were text messaging back and forth. We're down one game, we're down one game. We were down one game to St. Joe. They were losing the second game, I think. Also, they came back and won the second, won the third game. And then they brought the trophy with them to the prom. Some of the senior members of the team brought the trophy with them to the prom. It just erupted, you know, when they came in.
That's just a great time to celebrate, and bringing it back to your school. And a prom of all events is one of the biggest things here in EB. And bringing home a championship to your school has to be a great feeling.
Now you coach, you're one of the coaches for the girls team along with Melissa Strauss. How does the girls team look?
We ended very strong with the 27-2 season. We went to the state final semis, and we lost there unfortunately, but we have a strong team coming back again next year.
It's amazing. You think about it, that 6, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, we weren't talking volleyball at all. Now we're talking about a perennial state favorite for the boys and now an emerging girls powerhouse team. How do you get that? I mean, you played at Montclair, and New Jersey Athletic Conference School. How do you get New Jersey volleyball stimulated like this?
I just think it's a growing and up-and-coming sport. It's very predominant over on the other side of the country and all over the world, and it was just a matter of time before it became a dominating sport in New Jersey. It seems that we're becoming very successful, and it's something that we're trying to push.
For the Bears in the second game, Heilman, Wagenblast, Dombrowski, Gitlin, Boyland, and Esterov will be on the floor to start.
Number 25, Tom Ciliano, back to serve.
Some conversation with Coach Rutz at the bench concerning lineups, I guess, or something. Or maybe they're at the continuation of that discussion concerning where he could stand.
Yes, I think the discussion is if he's allowed to be behind the bench at any point, or if he's on the bench, he has to be in his box. I think they're discussing the rule on that. And EB starts with a side out and point from a missed serve.
Well, CBA, let's see how the momentum carried them into the second game, losing but tightly.
Oh, and that's a dump by the setter over there. Quick turn with the left hand. Puts down a ball, giving him a kill.
Corpus will check in for Voiland for the Bears. Dennis Sherwood checks in front line for the Colts from CBA.
Just a bit long on the top spin serve.
Dan Corton will check in to serve. Gitlin comes out.
Good touch by the Bears, just not being able to play it up.
Two in the second of our best of three. East Brunswick won the first in a tight contest, 25-23.
Nice dig by Alon, pass to Dimitri, and kill by Travis, number 13. Overpass by number 9, Corpus. CBA takes advantage of that and puts the ball back over.
Oh, miscommunication there between Elon Gitlin and Eric Corpus as that ball tucked inside the back line. CBA up 4-3.
Another strong middle attack. Kill by John McLaughlin, number 33.
Kyle Barry checks in, will serve. Voiland for Corpus.
Good block by McLaughlin.
Missed opportunity there in the pass, a little long.
Number 12, Dennis Sherwood, putting the ball away for CBA.
Five, our score. Right down the line. John McLaughlin, 33 to serve as the Bears up 6-5 in game 2 against the Colts from Christian Brothers Academy.
And a roll shot by Felix, number 11. And a touch off the block, point for CBA.
I was watching the ball to see if it would go wide. There was somebody up front got that?
Yes, there was a touch at the net.
7-6, East Brunswick.
Short serve.
And returned with twice as much power
When they run the shoot set, speeding up the offense, they're very successful.
That was a lift. Or double touch. Trying to be maybe a little too fancy there, a little too cute to set that one up. Is that how you get into that?
I think it's the habit of the players using their hands to pass everything, and sometimes when you don't square your body, the refs will call it.
9-7. Dombrowski will check back in.
Felix Voiland back to serve. And a block by Mike Wagenblass, number 15. Felix Voiland.
11-7.
Felix Voiland with the ace serve, standing way back for the powerful serve.
What's the advantage of doing that? We've seen jump serves right on the line. Is it that curve that you can put on it, that spin?
Some people it spin, some others just don't have the curve for it to go down, and having them stand far back still lets them serve powerful. Coach
Monica Slattery calls timeout. Let's listen to Coach Rutz.
We need to get pumped up and put this team away right now.
Let's go.
One
Keep
point
pushing.
at a time, step on them, okay? Take control blockers, be late, okay? It's another team that's throwing a 4-ball we can't stop, okay? Anybody who lowers the ball, they got no shot against us. Everybody who throws a 4-ball, we're an hour and a half late in our hands, okay? If you see the blocks that are early, let's step back and play the ball deep. Let's go get them, let's go, right here.
Go, Bears,
Step on
go,
them.
Bears, get 10. Bears on 3. 1, 2, 3, Bears.
Can you explain that? I heard a couple of terms that I haven't heard before. 4-ball or?
4-ball is the height of the ball that's set. So the lower the number usually, the faster the ball is. Like a 1-ball is the shortest, quickest set. And the 4-ball is higher, mostly used for an outside hit.
Eric Corpus checks in for Felix Voiland.
And Corpus doesn't seem to get it up.
Well, that ball was heading lower, and he tried, I guess, to hit it square as opposed to trying to maybe use his arms and bring it up.
Yeah, he decided to use an overhead pass instead of an underhand pass using his forearms.
12-9.
Jake Dombrowski with the kill. Dan Corton, 16 for EB, back to serve.
That looked like a kind of wasted opportunity there for Christian Brothers, kind of a weak setup.
Well, EB took advantage of it. They ran a 1-ball, and they put it away.
Tipped at the net. Point Christian Brothers, 14-10. Brendan Corley to serve.
Travis Hellman puts the ball away, number 13.
When you're flying like that, how much court space, floor space, do you see where you can aim and target that hit? Or you just go on instinct and just put it wherever it goes?
Well, timing-wise, they usually leave when the ball reaches its highest point. And as far back as you start, you see them starting by the 10-foot line, and that gives them opportunity to see all of the court and have many options to hit the ball.
16-11, that ball out.
#22, Steve Stangelo for CBA. John McLaughlin with the kill in the middle.
Kyle Barry back to serve for the Bears.
EB seemed to lack a blocker there on the outside.
Was that the lack of size hurting here? The lack of just basic 6-foot-plus size on that front line?
That and maybe being a little too short on stepping out there.
Out 18-12. Bears starting to open up breathing room here, but again, not being able to really put them away as Coach Russ wanted them to do.
Good touch by EB.
Free ball here. Give the Bears another opportunity like that, and they will cash it in. 19-12.
John McLaughlin back to serve.
Block at the net, but out of bounds. 20-12.
#2 hitting around the blockers.
They have to put it inside these antennas that kind of stick up here, right, on the net. So they can be wider than those, but they have to put the ball over that, right?
They have to be inside the antenna, or otherwise it's out.
Wide, long. No, they're calling.
No touch there by EB.
Adam Smith, #2, arguing that there is a touch, but both of the striped shirted officials disagree. 21-13. Now you can sense that the Bears smell the kill here. They're flying around to the ball a lot more. Timeout, Christian Brothers Academy, 22-13. Game 2, best of 3. EB already won the first game. Let's listen in on Coach Rutz.
Bring them in. Whatever you see. If you see that middle release, throw Travis the ball on that one, all right? Hey, this is what I'm talking about. Good job out there. Let's step out there. Let's keep pressing like this. Keep pressing like this. Step on them right now. Put it away. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Bears on 3. 1, 2, 3, Bears.
(22-13). Esteroff to serve for the Bears. Out. 23-13.
Dmitry Esterov back to serve.
That looked like it was heading long.
Back row attack by Kyle Barry. And net violation by the Bears.
Bears having a little problem. They had problems in the first game closing it out, but a little more of a room for error here as they're up 23-14.
Travis Kelman putting the ball away for EB.
24-14. Game and match point here. Felix Voiland, number 11, will serve. And that is the 25th point, and East Brunswick will win this match 2-0, 25-23 and 25-14. What was the difference between the second game and the first game?
Well, like Coach Rutt said in his huddle, he wanted them to get more fired up. I think they wanted the second game a lot more, and they wanted to be more dominating out on the floor.
Was it execution? Was it?
I feel they ran a stronger offensive attack in the second game. They hit the ball a lot harder, and they ran more plays. You saw them serving more long balls, more short balls. They ran some shoots, they ran some quicks, and they didn't do much of that in the first game.
East Brunswick moves to 5-1. JP Stevens on the calendar tomorrow, GMC matchup here. We'd like to thank the EBTV crew for their support of East Brunswick High School athletics and their help here in bringing you this particular volleyball match. We encourage everyone in the community to come on out and support East Brunswick High School athletics at all levels. Volleyball, all the sports, all the good spring sports. For Tiffany Aciz, I'm Ken Saroka. We turn you back over to the studios of EBTV.